Look, listen or read, in order to, cjrun.net. Hota, all that happened on your break? I'll watch it while the kettle boils. I'm making pork chops. No, I'm not boiling them. Duh. CJ presses play on the MP4 he was sent. So far, in this podcast, I like your videos better. I'll show you mine next. You won't believe how little I embellished. Anyway, enough about me. What do you think of me watching now? T. Title: The Sweet Tea Mystery. Secrets Under the Sea. Scene 1, Teresa's Sweet Tea Shop. Characters: Teresa, the owner of the sweet tea shop. Lucy Bowe, Teresa's employee and friend. Scene opens inside Teresa's sweet tea shop. Lucy is busy serving customers as Teresa enters. Teresa: Lucy, we have a problem. I received an anonymous tip about some suspicious activity happening at the old gas station down the street. Lucy, excitedly: ooh, a mystery. Let's investigate, Teresa. But first. Teresa hands Lucy a tight t-shirt with Shizu Happens written on it. Lucy laughs: nice choice, Teresa. Let's get to the bottom of this. Scene ends with Teresa and Lucy exchanging determined looks. Scene 2, the abandoned gas station. Characters: Teresa, Lucy, Detective Jake Wilson, a local investigator. Scene opens at the abandoned gas station. Teresa and Lucy meet Detective Jake Wilson. Detective Wilson: what brings you ladies here? Lucy: we received a tip about something fishy happening at this old station. Literally. Teresa: yes, we saw a group of suspicious looking individuals here last night, loading crates into their van. Detective Wilson: interesting. Let's dig deeper. I suspect it might be connected to the docks by the beach. There have been rumors about an animal smuggling ring. Scene ends with the trio exchanging determined glances, ready to uncover the truth. Scene 3, the docks by the beach. Characters: Teresa, Lucy, Detective Wilson, Captain Sam Thompson, a veteran sailor. Scene opens at the docks, near the water. Teresa, Lucy, Detective Wilson, and Captain Sam Thompson gather around. Captain Thompson: ahoy, ladies. Detective Wilson shared your suspicions about smuggling happening here. I've noticed some strange activity myself. Lucy, curiously: what kind of strange activity, Captain? Captain Thompson: scuba divers coming and going at odd hours. They seem to be hiding something beneath the water's surface. Teresa, determined: we need to investigate underwater and find out what they're hiding. Scene ends with everyone gearing up for an underwater adventure. Scene 4, underwater dive. Characters: Teresa, Lucy, Detective Wilson, Captain Thompson. Scene opens underwater, near a hidden reef. Teresa, Lucy, Detective Wilson, and Captain Thompson explore the depths. Lucy, excitedly: look, Teresa. We found a secret cave. Teresa: let's dive in and see what's inside. They enter the cave and discover crates of smuggled exotic seahorses. Detective Wilson, surprised: animal smuggling indeed. We will shut this operation down. Scene ends with the group resurfacing, victorious in uncovering the smuggling ring. Epilogue. Scene opens in Teresa's sweet tea shop. Teresa: we did it, Lucy. We brought down the animal smuggling ring and solved the sweet tea mystery. Lucy, smiling: Shizu Happens indeed, Teresa. Who knew a simple t-shirt could lead to such an adventure? They clink their tea glasses together, celebrating their successful investigation. Teresa: Lucy, you're the team's tech expert, you got your phone? Lucy: of course, what if I had to fly my drone? Anyway, you want me to ask AI to write a story? This has given us hours of enjoyment at the shop already. Teresa: tell it to write a story about an octopus who goes to work in an orange grove, and he's always late, and no one likes him at first cause he's different and he outperforms everyone. Then he solves the problem, and everyone loves him, and the boss gives him a wristwatch with an alarm clock as a gift. Lucy speaks into her phone, presses a button, and peruses her screen with a grin: oh, you're gonna love this one. The phone speaks and they laugh for 3 minutes straight. The end. Hota, that's good stuff, T. Not a drop of PR for the firm, though? We're printing 1,000 shirts immediately. Shizu Happens, TP, T Investigations Private Investigators. Then on the back, straight from the seahorse's mouth, then our phone number. What do you think, dear? Therese, it should work. Thanks for the compliment on my work on the podcast. The AI video and editing software does make it interesting and fun. Now, what happened to you while I was on break? Title: Double Crossed. Characters: CJ/CJ, Private Investigator. T, CJ's assistant. The milkman/Marcus, informant. CJ's ex-wife, antagonist. Various suspects. Act 1, The Meeting. Scene 1, CJ's private investigation office. The office is lively with papers scattered all over. CJ sits behind his desk, going through files. Lucy enters. Lucy, excited: CJ, I've gathered some crucial information about our next case. CJ, smiling, excellent, Lucy. What have you got? As they discuss the case, a figure peeks through the office window. Suddenly, a dart strikes CJ's neck, and he slumps over unconscious. Scene 2, the milkman's apartment. CJ wakes up, disoriented. The milkman stands nearby. CJ, confused, where am I? What happened? The milkman, calming, easy there, CJ. You've been tranquilized. I found you in my flat, injected with a micro dart. Lucky I arrived in time. CJ, suspicious, how did you know where to find me? Did you have something to do with this? The milkman, indignant, no, CJ. I've saved you countless times before. We've been through this. I'm not your enemy. Act 2, unraveling the mystery. Scene 1, CJ's investigation office. With heightened suspicion, CJ and T continue their investigation. Clues lead them to CJ's ex-wife. CJ, angry, T, can you believe it? The milkman has been working for my ex-wife, the one who stole billions from me. T, concerned, are you sure, CJ? We must be careful and find concrete evidence before jumping to conclusions. Scene 2, nightclub. CJ and Lucy gather more information in a discreet nightclub. Suddenly, across the room, CJ sees a familiar face. CJ, whispering, Lucy, look. It's the milkman. Chaos ensues as they chase the milkman, only to discover he is innocent. The real culprit escapes. Act 3, the final showdown. Scene 1, abandoned warehouse. CJ and T, on the brink of solving the case, find themselves in an abandoned warehouse. The milkman joins them. The milkman, frustrated, I understand your mistrust, CJ, but I am not the enemy here. Let's work together to catch the real villain. Scene 2, confronting CJ's ex-wife. In a climactic confrontation, CJ confronts his ex-wife, revealing her as the mastermind behind the double cross. CJ, defiant, you thought you could use the milkman to manipulate me? Well, I'm one step ahead. The police arrive and apprehend CJ's ex-wife. CJ, Lucy, and the milkman share a moment of triumph. Epilogue, a new beginning. CJ, T, and the milkman gather in CJ's office, reflecting on the case's resolution. CJ, grateful, I owe you both my deepest thanks. I misjudged you, milkman, and I apologize. The milkman, smiling, apology accepted, CJ. We make quite the team, don't we? Lucy, chuckles, indeed we do. Ready for our next adventure? They raise their glasses, toasting to new mysteries and loyalty among friends. End of play. T, you barely embellished? I don't believe you got your ex-wife arrested, you don't even know her name. Neck dart? On the PSYOPs chart of black, white and gray, this is gray at best. Are you looking to some optimal outcome? You need more info. Hota, yeah, gray on the truth scale, but someone hit me with a neck dart, at the office. I woke up in the milkman's flat, but I believe he was as surprised as I was. It has to do with how I invented 3D printing, right down to the name. I'll tell you why I believe that some other time. But yeah, first phone call, any substance, started with things like prosthetic limbs for pets and vets and houses. He says this with pride in his voice, I named and started the concept of tiny houses around the same time. I've been so blessed, T. T, but you didn't get your ex-wife arrested, you don't even know her name? Hota, no, I didn't get my ex-wife arrested, I don't even know her name. T, you what? Hota, I embellished. It's been driving me nuts since you told me my ex worked with the milkman, cause he has worked with her, Bob the bassist and Lucy now, and it must be my ex-wife, if that's what she was, who tortured me, still does, and stole billions. Now neck darts? T, apparently so. All you can do is be strong. Like Simon says, here beside news of needs and holy wars, ours is just a sorrowed talk. You're no good to anyone if you lose your mind now, after everything else you've gone through. Keep a stiff upper lip. So what you're saying is someone hit you with a poison dart, the milkman helped you, but at first you blamed him. Now you blame your ex-wife, but you still don't know her real name, so it's a good thing you didn't get her arrested in reality. That sum it up? I also knew cause you put me in the show, no one to critique you cause I was on break. Hota, that sums it up, pauses for a moment, silence, let's just leave it there. T, yes, but we'll get back in touch with Bob. Bob the bassist. Maybe we'll call up Lucy and we can all work on that new song. Bob loves that bass line. Hota, okay, meanwhile, I'll get in touch with SPI. We've got more of the supernatural on our agenda. These pork chops are done, sweet tea. I'll make the shirts, unless you send me a PDF by 5 a.m. tomorrow. See you next time with T. Same batty time, same batty channel, Bat T. Still doesn't sound too good. Thanks for watching T. CJRun.net.